Hello friends, in this video we will see throttling in DRF. Throttling means we can limit the number of requests sent to the database. So I have created a project, okay, and in the project there are settings.py, and in the settings.py what we have to do is in the install app we have to write the REST framework, and I have installed the REST framework by the command pip install Django REST Framework. Okay, and I have also created a app by using a command that is python manage.py start app name. Okay, once you do this, what next we have to do is we have to create a model. Okay, so I'm creating a simple model, say a student model. Okay, so class student, which will inherit models.model. Okay, now there will be two fields: name field, which would be of type char field, okay, and its max length I will give to 20, and also there will be say marks, which will be of type integer. Once we do this, what we will do, we have to register it in the admin.py. So we will import from my app.models import student. Okay, now what we will do is we will create student admin, because we have to register it now, that's why admin dot model admin. We will use list display, so that these are the fields which will be applied or available, or we can see it in the admin panel. Marks done. It's done. Now we will write admin dot site dot register student and student admin. Done. Once we do this, what we will do is we will create a serializers file. Okay, because we have to change the data from JSON to Python object, and Python object to JSON, that's why. So in the serializers.py, what we will do is from REST framework we have to import serializers. Once we import it, we will create a student serializer class, and we will use model serializer here. Okay, and within the class meta we have to write the model name. Since I have not imported the model, I have to import it from my app.models import student. Okay, and now I will mention it here, student. Once it is done, then we have to mention the fields also. I will include all the fields here. Done. That's it. We do not have to do anything more in the serializers.py file for now. Okay, now we will write a path for the urls.py. Say if I hit enter here, but before that I will create a views, and then, because I will use view sets here. Okay, so from my app dot models, what we will do, we will import student, and from my app dot that is serializers, we will import the serializer we just created now, that is student serializer. From REST framework we will import view sets. So now we will create the view set. Okay, that I will name it as student view, and it will inherit view sets dot model view set. Done. Now what we will do is we have to write query set here, student.objects.all, and what we will do is we have to mention the serializer class here. Once we do this, in the settings.py we have to write one code for using the throttling part. Okay, so but before that, okay, now we will write this code. This is for the anonymous throttling and this is for the user throttle. Means once we use anonymous throttle, I am keeping it anonymous only. I am not using the authentication classes now, so that's why I am keeping it anonymous only for now. And I will set the limit to say 2 per day. Okay, let's see what happens. This is done. These parts are done. URL, yeah, here URL we will from REST framework we will import from REST framework but routers, import default router, and we will also import from myapp.views, import student view. Okay, now we will create a router object. Now we will register the view, student view. Okay, default it will be student only. I'm keeping it student. And now here we have to include, so include, what we have to include is router dot URLs. Done. Once we do this part, I think it will work. Now let's insert the data. Now I will insert the data in the students table. Okay, so say I am adding this Aminur, marks say 100. Okay, save and add another. We will say Rahul and its marks is say 60. Save and add another. Say I'm adding a random name Zad, say 70. Okay, save. So you can see that 3 records have been entered successfully. Now see what happens when I send the request. So now I am sending the request, so refreshing. So one time the request has been sent. See what's happened when I send the request again. So second time the request has been sent. Now it's the third time. So now the third time it is telling that request was throttle expected available in seconds. So it means that the request is throttled and we have successfully completed this part. Thanks for watching.